Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 19 Season 2. I may feel like we're not centered. In fact, we aren't. We're here sitting in the passenger seat. I decided to throw a mod in there. You can see I actually sit in the passenger seats if I choose to, which makes more sense. I mean, I am riding along in the tractor, right? And it's not just the helper that's doing this, I'm in here too, so. But I've been busy working up ground. Unfortunately, some of the ground that we didn't dig up yet is going to be 34. And then 4 and 5 here have going to need plowing. And I don't have a plow yet, and plow is going to take a lot of time. I think I do have it set up, though, in here. It's got to be on here. Periodic plowing required is off. So only the ones that need plowing to begin with, and that's how they are when I got them. Those are the ones that need the plowing, and then I only have to do it the one time. So it could be worse, but it is almost 6 o'clock in the evening already. This is the last pass on this field, so I will have all the cultivating done up to this point. We'll have to see. We may not get the plowing done. And if we don't, it's no big deal. We'll just work on it next season. We'll see. Oh, it shut down. Shift Z gets me out. And now I get into there. As soon as it finished, it kicked the helper out, and then I was no longer I wasn't in the driver's seat to begin with, so therefore it shut off. And I had no control of it in the passenger seat, so it's kind of interesting. I think I'm going to plant a field of barley for some straw, and then from there, the rest of the fields I think are going to sit till next year. I don't know. I don't see the need to really overwinter stuff. I mean, there's a lot of crops that can do it, but I don't feel like it's a necessary thing that we need to do. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. But I think, let's see here. It is almost fall, and I think when it starts with early fall here, tomorrow, we're going to end up with a bunch of potatoes to take out. And if I look at the weather coming up here, we're good through tomorrow, and then Friday it's going to rain next day. So tomorrow will probably be a good day to start taking off potatoes. I think we're going to get into the potatoes, and we're going to sell them this first time because we don't have a good place to store them yet. And we could use the cash because we're going to have to buy equipment to harvest the potatoes. We may keep some of them, although I don't think I'm not worried about it this yet, or not just yet. Simply because, like I said, we don't have the storage, and seed's pretty cheap, and we have a lot of seeds sitting in storage right now. So I think I'm just going to plant it straight off of that. But that's the plan. Well, I didn't realize the fact that I don't have my stuff on there. Except I'm almost here. So I'm gonna leave the cultivator sitting here for now. I'll grab the planter. We're not going to use sunflowers. We're looking at putting in. I just saw it go past. What should we put in? Should probably put in barley. Just because barley, I think, will work for pigs. If we're going to get pigs going next year, we might as well have barley ready to go. We're going to plant, it's going to be the second field, or the furthest field down. Not number 2, I believe it's number 3. Because that was canola last time. And so we're going to get a rotation in. And there's some seed here, which I figure we might as well fill up on because it's been sitting here. And we'll see how far we get. Fill it up pretty well. I'm happy with that. Oh, I didn't quite make the turn. This planter is big. Obviously we haven't got into the real big drills yet. I'm sure we will at some point here. This is one of the biggest corn planters you can get, I think. So, plus it's Great Plains. Great Plains is a good company. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to plant the second field here, and by that time it should be nighttime. And when morning comes, we'll have to get the equipment for taking off potatoes and start taking off potatoes. So I will see you guys in the morning. Alright, welcome back. Let's see if I got the right one. If you do the math on the money that I have, I only spent about $10,000. Maybe a little more than that. Just because I bought this guy, and I'm actually leasing the other part of it. Simply because I just don't have the money right now to buy a $150,000 unit. Oh, there we go. Should be able to go like that. Knock down the tops. Fire them out. Now it says ready to harvest. Oh, you can actually see them. The angle I was at, you could barely see them. So somebody did mention how the textures change. It's more noticeable in the tractor. Or if I go down this hill, you can see the textures popping in and out. You actually got one stage right here, and then one stage right there. And that's, I don't know if it's just how this map is, because I really haven't changed much. I don't know if I even have the ability to change that stuff right now. I think I have to do that in the main menu. Yeah. And part of it too is this is just a giant map. I don't know if you remember the second season that we did on Farming Simulator 17. We had that 4X map that was giving us trouble with the name, I think it was like Kleinhau or something like that. It was a name I had trouble pronouncing. But that one had textures that would fade in and out as well. So it might just be the size of the map, I'm not sure. I do notice it, but the fact that I'm happy that just walking around like this, I'm getting 45 to 55 frames per second, I'm not going to complain. It could be a lot worse. So I have a whole lot of tops to take off here, and then we'll see where we are as far as taking potatoes off. I don't want to use the other tractor. I'm going to have to use this tractor that we're using right now for it because of the duals. I don't want to run over a bunch of potatoes. And actually, as far as that goes, we're going to be using or filling this up so quickly, I have a feeling that we're going to want a tractor with a trailer of some sort. And then we got to figure out how we want to do this. So there's a very good chance that we may need to use this guy. I don't know if this can handle potatoes. But at the same time, because we have this guy here that can handle potatoes, holds 21,000 units. The Wilson trailers don't have that ability. So we have to go with something like this, which is expensive, just to get 60,000 units. So I don't see a good option. Even if we did this, I mean, that's 65,000, and this is going to hold 45, so I don't know. I don't know what the best option is going to be. Must have taken off down the field already. Yep. So we may end up maybe harvesting some of this area here and making a spot where we can just dump a bunch of it on the ground and then load it up as we go. You know, start hauling, because I don't know if it's going to be worthwhile to haul it anywhere else but over there. What's that noise? I don't know. But yeah, the belts are another option here. Because if we dump it on the ground, then we can just load up with belts. So, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out when we get to that point. Well, it looks like it's time to get the potato harvester going here. I don't believe I've used this version of the potato harvester in this version of the game. So I guess we're going to see. Looks like that's all unfolded, and we'll drop that down, and looks like we can pick up some potatoes here. How fast is it going to fill up though? Probably pretty fast. I was thinking about getting this side right here done first. We're stuck on the tree. We're stuck on the tree. Because I'd like a spot to dump the potatoes. That may not be an option here. Oop, I totally turned the wrong way there. Maybe I should just let them go at it and I could dump them over there. So let me line this up here for a pass, and we'll see what our handy dandy, oh, we did hit, helper is capable of doing when driving this thing. Let's try about like that. That should work out. I'll hire the worker and we'll see what happens here. But regardless, this is going to take a lot of work. And yeah, we're filling up with potatoes pretty quick. So the goal is to be able to use this guy to load and unload. Don't mind the shed. Shed's fine. The plus side, at least now, if we run over this stuff, we don't kill the potatoes. So, let's just see how this lines up. We're going to have to figure out our rotation for the fields as well. Oh, it looks like it's actually gonna... Oh, now it says it's blocked. This tractor may not work for this. Let's just see here. Am I able to run alongside it here? Oop, too slow. Oh yeah, oh no, it gets blocked. So we may not be able to unload on the go. I feel like we're gonna have to, because we're gonna have a very long ways to go here for making a pass back down. I want to see how they make the pass. I'm guessing it's just gonna go right next to it. There we go. And he's gonna run into the corn. Of course he is. Yeah, looks like he's just gonna turn around and make a pass back pretty much. As long as we empty it on this side each time, we should be okay. But you can see how small of an area it's gonna take each pass. That's 2 passes worth from there to there. Not a lot. Oh, just lovely. So this is gonna take a lot of time. So I'm gonna keep filling this up and I'll show you guys as we progress here what the plan's gonna be. Well, it's definitely getting a little bit dark out. We're making progress on the potatoes. I don't know if you can see it from here, but just behind those sheds there's a giant pile of potatoes. And here's the thing. What I'm worried about, by 3 o'clock tomorrow morning, it's going to be raining, storming all day basically. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday look good. But tomorrow doesn't. And we can't have a giant pile of potatoes sitting out. I mean, we could, but we can't. I'm not going to have time to sell it. I'm running out of time here. And there's something I want to do anyways. So it's time that we start renovating this area right here. At least something that I want to do. And I want to see how expensive this is because I did not look ahead of time. I think it's in here. Ooh, 90,000. It holds 300,000 potatoes. Well, that's what we're going to have to do, right? Oh, we've also got the ability to store. I didn't realize that. Uh-huh, very cool. All the different kind of silos and stuff. We've also got this fermenting silo that we're going to be using at some point here. It is getting really dark. Oh, how many? Oh, he's got 71,000, so we're going to have to empty stuff out here. But I'm also going to have to borrow a little bit of money here. I think it's just best off to do it, and then we'll sell the crops afterwards. I want to store some of the potatoes anyways. I don't want to sell it all. I'm not planning on putting any potatoes in right now for next year. This is just to get it going. I don't think I'm going to have over 300,000 units of potatoes. So we'll see. So in reality here, saving, come on. Money. So we're going to have to borrow some more money. We're at 550,000. It's getting really dark. So I mostly want to just get the building up and get the potatoes transferred into it. Whether we finish the field or not, I'm not concerned about that. We can always come back and do it at a later date. My concern is getting the potatoes that we have harvested so far. This is the problem with unloading on the go because of the duals. It's considered in the way. You have a very fine line here between allowing it to unload and getting in the way. There we go. It usually takes about 3 sets of passes here to get it done, to get this wagon full. And there's about 2 more sets of passes there to finish that up. What I was trying to figure out is how close do we want to go here, and how do we want to store this? Okay, so there's loading on one side and unloading on the other. I don't know if I want to go that far out. I think the tractor's in the way. That was not how I wanted that to work. Object collides with another object. Where? Oh, there we go. So it will work down in here. Probably right about there. Lights are on. I'm going to do the other landscaping portion of it a little bit later here. I want to take the rest of those potatoes off if possible, and then I'll stop him for the night, and I'm gonna have to load everything up. The conveyors do load potatoes. I don't know if you can see here, that little one, it's got potatoes on it right now. So I'll be able to quick load all the stuff that's on the ground, and then to basically just bring it over here and, you know, dump it in here. So I can just do that, and I'll start filling it up. And it should show here we've got 300,000 capability, and we've got 9,000 stored almost. So that's perfect. And it's getting really dark, so the sun is down. I'm not going to keep you guys for this because it gets really hard seeing in the dark here. But tomorrow morning, when it's probably raining, I'll do the landscaping part here, and I'll show you guys that part at least. Alright, I know it's still dark, but I kind of want to show you guys this. This is how it is lots of times in real life, especially when harvest time comes around and you're trying to get everything done. But just the mindset of, well, there's no lights here, so trying to make it work. You know, you're seeing this loading under the lights, and then you got another tractor here providing lights so you can see what's going on over here. I'm probably gonna have to move stuff pretty soon here because this is gonna stop picking up potatoes pretty soon. But just kind of, you know, especially looking at it from above, seeing the lights, seeing everything that's happening here, just kind of cool. I like how Seasons makes it where it gets dark. I mean, you can't see anything other than the sky and what you're working on, and you know, that's how it should be. That's how it is in real life. So just kind of wanted to show you guys that for a moment here. And I'll return when it's a little bit lighter out. Well, it is most definitely raining out, which we kind of figured it would. Kind of overcast, kind of not nice. Just a dreary day in autumn. It's only 60 degrees out too, which isn't exactly warm. So let's see about landscaping this place. Oh, let's see. We want to be C for no, yeah, we want this. We want square. What do you mean I don't own that land? But, oh. I don't want sculpting. I want, where is it? X. For painting. So if I do that, oh, that's just mud. So we want, where is that? Ground type? Nope. Nope, that's just dirt. There we go. We got some gravel coloring here. Can we actually, oh, we can go right over it. Alright, so I want gravel heading this way. I guess if we buy the land next to us, we can expand off of this. There we go. I feel like we should go just a little bit more that way. Yeah, it kind of gives it a little bit of definition, a bit of feel, so it feels like it's actually a driveway coming around. So then let's change it to actual grass like that. Actually, I could want it to be kind of a mix, I think. Where is my size? What actually gives me the grass to go with it? I like that actually. Let's go back up to 6. Because there's still some dirt here. There we go. So now we actually got gravel. So we should probably put full grass into there, right? Costing us a little bit of money, but not bad. Accidentally hit tab. Okay, so we're gonna have to go out to here. Yeah, because doesn't that kind of give you like a natural feel a little bit? And then we may stick some other stuff in here. How big of a brush can we get? Pretty good sized. Looks like no matter what, it's gonna go to there. Oops. Well, that was further than I wanted to go. I don't even know if I can... Ends up messing it up. I'm gonna have to get a plow and plow that up now. As far as on this side, I don't know, should we leave that little strip in there for now? Just make a little berm like that. If we ignore that part, I do kind of like how that looks. Makes it look a little better. I've got plans to put something there. We'll see. Maybe we should just finish that out. We'll just expand this out. How big does that get? Oh, big. That's for when you really want to fill in some land. That's cool. I do like that because it gives a good feel for how the land should be here. I kind of want to even this out here. It's going to wipe out a little bit of the field that's already there. But it'll make me feel better. If it's officially like a straight line. There. I like that. And we didn't spend too much money. There we go. We've officially got a shed with some gravel around it. I like that. A little bit of grass, which I'm okay with. And honestly, the two things I want to put here, I think we need to get in here just because we're going to need them. Not farmhouses. Miscellaneous. I want to get a workshop in here. Object collides with another object. I figured it would. Really? You won't go in there at all, huh? That's kind of disappointing. That's kind of my whole goal here, was to be able to put that right in there. Well, I could put it here. Which is not actually where I wanted it. Maybe actually we'll put it over in here. This way. Actually, it don't look so bad if it's in here. Makes it harder to get through there, but that's okay. Actually mess with this a little bit. So you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to landscape it, right? And we are in painting. So obviously we're just gonna have to come back through here. Put some more grass through here. I get used to the controls a little bit here. See, there should be a little more grass there. You know what? I'm okay with that. This is important because we need to start working on our vehicles. And then the other thing, which I think will fit back here, which also should be in miscellaneous, is the fuel tank. Really? How does that not fit back in there? Actually, a good place for this to be would be right out in front here. That's actually a really good place to put it. So that way we got fuel here on the farm. Yeah, I'm good with that. With that, we are way over time here, so I hope you enjoyed that we did a little bit of landscaping here. I need to allow things to, I guess, stop raining, hopefully by the end of today. Get the last potatoes dug up, and we'll head into a little bit later in autumn here, get some cows going. I think that's gonna be the next episode, is getting cows going. So with that, guys, thank you guys all for watching, and as always, take it easy. Try to stay dry.